One take, one take. This is NBA One Take featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lakers. This is NBA One Take for your head. NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from Beacon, New York's NBA One Take. June 8th, 2023. So we got Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Series is tied 1-1. So it's back in Miami. And all we thinking is the Heat going to be able to do it? Is the Heat going to be able to do it? And now it wasn't able to do it. And they lose 109-94 as the Denver Nuggets take a 2-1 lead in this series. And we got a little history too by Nikola Jokic, and as well as Jamal Murray. So we got first history. We got two guys going for triple doubles. What? Has that happened before? Yeah. But not 30-point triple doubles. And that's what we saw. And they made adjustments like I always was saying, trap Murray, makes Jokic a scorer on the top of the key high post. So what happened was they fixed it. They trapped him up top, and there was another cutter coming to the ball. Instead of going to the three-point range, there was another cutter coming to the ball, and it wasn't Nikola Jokic. You know what Nikola Jokic did? Mike Malone made the adjustment and moved him to the low post. Why is that? Because if the pass went to him, he was either going to post up and score on the isolation, or finding the cut man or any boss for an easier basket. The ball was skipping and moving from that. So now I was like, oh, whew. So now I'm like, ooh, Mike Malone. That's what I always tell people. And the coaches can make those adjustments, especially for something like that. Which the whole Twitter universe and social media was out there saying, oh, yeah, make the Jokic a score and everything like that. And I've been saying that for a while, just going by what I saw in previous series when they lost. Because they necessarily had to make him a scorer, but there was no Jamal Murray there. Now you got Jamal Murray. And he's not known for passing, but he has that responsibility to run the team's offense, and he can do that. So, hey, he may not have those gaudy assist numbers in the regular season, but he can run an NBA offense. And that's what happened. And that's what happened. Because he's got 34, 10, and 10, and Nikola Jokic finished with 32, 21, and 10. And then got Christian Braun. The kid was coming in with energy. With a lot of energy. And he was really attacking either Jimmy Butler, whoever was on him. He attacked. He made it known that he was going to do something in this game, because the previous game, game 2, he's exposed from. They was doing a lot of two-man action, and he was just losing his man defensively. But I think he made the adjustment to keep himself on the floor, by talking on defense, by also putting his hands up. So if they made the pick and slip for him, he was up there and active, and then a pass would have come his way. So then he'd keep himself on the floor, but that's what he did. He was getting busy. And that's what happened. He finished with 15 points. But for the Heat, Bam Bam Adebayo finished 22 and 17. He had a decent night for him. Jimmy Butler finished 28. You know, it's just not really going down for them, and that's about it. You see these things, and I'm saying to myself, the Heat, they couldn't really do it, and the dominance from the Nuggets really showed in this game. And now all you can say is when the game 4 coming in, which is a real pivot game, what are they going to do going forward? What are they going to do going forward? Because they might be in a little trouble here. Because all Spoelstra could do is make the adjustment. And what's that adjustment going to be? Because normally after something like this, normally after game 3, teams is almost figuring each other out, you know? They're trying to figure each other out. Let's you put some kind of X factor in there, and they get that stuff done. So we're seeing what it is right now. Hey, how you doing? And Chris Paul. Chris Paul is going to be waived by the Phoenix Suns, and when I saw this, I said, yeah, I knew about his guaranteed $15 million contract. They're not going to honor the $30-something million contract unless they was going to, I think Phoenix went to the finals or went to the championship, and they talked about extension talks. But I don't think they did anything like that. They didn't have those big extension talks. Probably did. But I think financially they're looking to see what else is out there, or they may bring them back. Because I think the whole thing about that whole KD decision was to play with Chris Paul. Now, Chris Paul has a tremendous injury history that we know of, especially in the playoffs, and it's not his fault. He does everything he needs to do to, but he's always getting hurt. He's always getting hurt. And people are coming to the conclusion, if he didn't get hurt, would the Nuggets even be there? Let's be honest. Because when you look at something like that, I'm seeing that. I don't think they was going to make it. If they would have played a healthy Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns, I don't think they would have been able to sustain what Devin Booker, who is clearly the best player in the playoffs, for the first in the first round and mid the first round. So he had a couple of okay games, but he clearly numbers was somewhat like a Jordan-esque when they talk about it. So we'll see. There's a lot of teams out there. It's my Lakers, there's the Clippers, there's Miami Heat. There's the Knicks, Golden State Warriors, Dallas Mavericks, Milwaukee Bucks. All these teams are in and has a general inquiry about Chris Paul if he hits free agency. So that's something to keep on notice. Okay, NBA news. Zion Williamson. I think this one is this is hilarious. Zion Williamson. He gave himself in some trouble. What the fuck? Zion? So, Zion Williamson posted with, I think, his girlfriend. He has a baby on the way and everything. You know. Then, via social media, we have Moriah Mills. Now, the general person won't know who Moriah Mills is. I had an inquiry about that name because I've heard the name before, mainly through Twitter, right? So, mind you, all right. She's a porn actress. The only reason why she has an inquiry is because I am good friends with Maya G, right? She's a former porn actress. Well, I can't even say former. She was out, but then she's in. But so she did post something, talking about how you do this and you spit in my mouth and after we just fucked. It's a lot. It's a lot there. And he's caught in the love triangle now. It's all types of shit. She leaked all the text messages and everything like that. And we're just like, Zion, what the fuck is going on? First of all, I'm going to tell you something about NBA players. Why you guys, one thing you don't do. See, young guys with money is always something because guess what? They wasn't able to get women prior to that. I always say, especially with black guys, when you wasn't getting women when you was young or even coming up and you didn't know how to handle things, this is things you do unlike shit. And the shit you doing is you put yourself in a crazy position where you put yourself in a crazy position. And he's got the chick, and you fucking with another bitch, like, and then she's spilling everything that you guys talking about, and she might be pregnant, so and guess what? One thing she's not doing is having an abortion. Because that's the game right now. These women out here is making financial plays with themselves. So if they fucking with you, whatever, you could put the condom on. She'll take it off. You know what I'm saying? Put the condom on, she'll take it off. If I suck on your dick a little bit, whatever like that, and then try to get you to go in.